I used to think the answer was more indicators, more confluences, more conditions before I would take a trade. If one moving average was good, two were better. If two were better, three would be bulletproof. I built something that looked impressive on a chart. Lines everywhere, signals overlapping, a system so detailed it felt like it had an answer for everything. And I could not execute it. Not because I lacked discipline, not because I was emotional or impulsive. Because by the time every condition aligned, I had already talked myself out of the trade 3 different ways. The complexity was not protecting me from bad trades. It was giving my doubt more material to work with. Here's something the trading industry will never tell you. Complexity feels like safety. When you add another indicator, another confluence, another rule, it feels like you are being more thorough, more professional, more serious about protecting your capital. But what you are actually doing is building more places for hesitation to hide. Every additional variable is another question your brain has to answer before it will let you act. And under pressure, real pressure with real money on the line, the brain does not answer those questions clearly. It stalls, it second guesses, it waits for one more confirmation that never quite feels certain enough, and the trade moves without you. Again. The traders who confused me most when I was starting out were the consistently profitable ones. I would look at their charts and feel almost embarrassed for them. Clean, minimal, sometimes nothing but price and a single line. No oscillators, no multi-time frame confluence systems, no color-coded alert sequences, just a trader who had decided what they were looking for and knew it when they saw it. I thought they were unsophisticated. I was wrong. They were not simpler than me. They were clearer than me, and clarity under pressure is worth more than any indicator ever invented. I want to be honest about what the complexity was really doing for me. It was not making me a better trader, it was making me feel like a more serious one. There is a difference. The more conditions I added to my system, the more I felt like I was doing the work, like I was being rigorous, like the losses were not my fault, because I had a reason for everything. But the overanalysis was not discipline, it was anxiety wearing the costume of discipline. Every new indicator I added was another way to delay the moment of actually committing, of putting money on the line and accepting that I might be wrong. The complexity was not a trading tool, it was a psychological shield. Here is what happens psychologically when a strategy is too complex. The brain has a finite amount of processing capacity under stress. When the market is moving and pressure is building, that capacity gets consumed fast. Heart rate rises, cortisol releases. The prefrontal cortex, the part responsible for rational decision-making, starts to lose ground to the emotional brain. In that state, a complex strategy does not help you execute better. It overwhelms you, because now you are trying to run a multivariable decision process through a brain that is already under significant stress and defaulting towards simple pattern recognition rather than analytical thinking. Simple strategies survive that moment. Complex ones collapse under it. When I finally stripped everything back, and I mean everything, something uncomfortable happened. I had nowhere left to hide. No indicator to blame for a bad entry. No confluence I missed. No rule I could point to that justified the loss or explained the hesitation. Just price, just my read of it, just a decision. That nakedness was terrifying at first. But it was also the first time I genuinely understood what trading actually required of me. Not a better system, a clearer mind. Simple does not mean easy. This is the misunderstanding most traders make when they hear this argument. They think simplifying means lowering standards, being less rigorous, doing less work. It means the opposite. A simple strategy executed with complete consistency and genuine psychological control is one of the hardest things a trader can build because there is nothing to hide behind, no complexity to blame, no missed confluence to point at, just you, your read of the market, and the discipline to act on it clearly and consistently across hundreds of trades. That is the real work, and no indicator makes it easier. You do not need more lines on the chart. You need fewer reasons to doubt yourself at the moment the trade sets up. Simplify not because simple is lazy, but because clarity is the only thing that actually works when the pressure arrives. The best trade you will ever take will probably look obvious in hindsight. Clean setup, clear decision, clean execution, no second guessing, no waiting for one more confirmation. Just a trader who knew what they were looking for and took it when they saw it. That trader is not the one with the most sophisticated system. That trader is the one who finally stopped hiding behind one.